Hi, welcome to We Play Along, the Letter of the Week series, and today we're going to do the letter D.
Play, play, play along. Come on and play along. Play, play, play along. Come on and play along.
Okay, so today we're doing the letter D. And this is how you make a D. You'd hold it by your shoulder, but see how my pointer finger is up and it looks like the letter D, but you're going to hold it straight forward and you keep it by your shoulder. Now the letter D is a single sound consonant, which means it makes one sound, and that would be D. D. So everybody make the letter D. Okay, and what sound does it make? It makes D. I'm going to be teaching you lots of signs today of words that start with the letter D. And sometimes when they developed ASL, they used the letter D to make an initialized sign. So D is part of the word or part of the sign, right? So our first word is going to be doctor. Okay, now do doctor. You're going to hold your hand, one hand out, one with your palm up, because this is your pulse. And doctors take your pulse right here on there. So you can do it with an M hand right there on your pulse, or, because you could do it two different ways, you could do it with a D hand. And I like doing that because it helps me to remember that it's a doctor right there on your pulse. Because when you go to the doctor, they take your pulse to see if your heart is beating or not, okay? So the doctor, so that our sentence would be, the doctor takes your pulse when you go visit the doctor, okay? Our next word is going to be the sign for day. And you're going to put one arm out here flat and this hand comes up. Now you could do it two different ways. You could do it with a flat hand coming down. It's like the sun's going across the sky and it's going to set. Or you could do it with the initialized letter D. Both are correct. So you can go D all the way down. There goes the sun. This is the sign for day. It's a beautiful day outside. And then some signs look like really what they are, okay? Our next word is the word for down. So you're just going to point down. That one's pretty easy. Gee, I wonder what up would be. No, but we're doing D words. Down. Down. Oh, I tell my dog to sit down. The next word we have, and this is another one of those words that look like what it is the sign for drink. So you hold your hand like you're holding a cup and you're going to drink. I love to drink a cup of tea every evening. Okay, so drink. Now remember, when I do a sign, you do a sign, because that's how you remember. The sign for dad. Now if you remember back when we did the B words, and this would be the sign for boy, because boys wore caps. So all the male signs are up here at your forehead. So to do the sign for dad, this is called a 5 hand. See my 5 fingers? Okay. And you're going to tap your forehead twice. This is the sign for dad. Dad. My dad's name was John. Dad. Then, and see in our picture, we have a dad with his daughter. Okay, the girl signs are down here because girls wore bonnets that would tie under their chin. So we're going to start here. This is the letter B, remember? You're going to start down here at your chin. This arm is going to be here. And so you're going to go make this sign for the girl and baby. This is a sign for daughter. It's like girl and baby put together. Daughter. My daughter's name is Corrine. Our next word, starting with a D, what is this little guy? That's a dog. For a dog, it's like you're calling the dog. You're going to pat your thigh and snap your finger. That's a sign for dog. Okay? See, so now you know my dad's name and my daughter's name. My dog's name is Tamale. Okay? Dog. Another animal sign, and this one looks like the animal, is for deer. So you put your thumb by your ears, or not your ears, your head up here, like the antlers of a deer. Deer. The deers live in the forest. And this is one of my favorite signs. You're going to put your palm up like this, and you put your 2 fingers here. This is a sign for dance. It's like your fingers are dancing across the palm of your hand. Okay? So, do you like to dance? I like to dance. Now, there are some words that I couldn't figure out how to draw a picture of this. So, this sign, this, is going to be get dressed. If you're going to get dressed, you're going to brush your hand down 1 time. If you're wearing a dress, then you would brush your hand twice. So this would be like the verb. Okay, I need to go get dressed because I'm going to a party. And when I go to the party, I'm going to wear my pretty purple dress. So it would be once for the verb and twice for the noun. Get dressed or pretty purple dress. Okay? And our last sign that we got a couple more. Dinner. Dinner. Now you eat dinner in the evening, right? So this is the sign for eat. And this would be the sign for night. The sun's going down. Okay? So when you eat a meal at night, that would be your dinner. So it's a kind of a combo sign. So dinner. And when you eat a really good dinner, you say it's delicious. You're going to put your thumb and your middle finger together up by your mouth, and you kind of fling them out like this, like, oh, it's delicious. Now, a fun sign to do, look at this guy up here. He's a dragon. So what do dragons do? They do fire breathing. So you're going to take your hand and kind of wiggle it out like flames. Dragon. Dragon. The big dragon was flying through the air. We have 2 words up here. One is dig. So for dig, you're going to have your shovel, and you push down and up. Okay, you're going to dig. And what do we dig in? We dig in dirt. Okay, that's what this guy's doing. And so dirt, so you kind of rub your fingers together like they're dirty. Okay, so I'm going to dig a hole in the dirt. And our last sign is going to be dirty. So you put your hand under your chin and wiggle your fingers. So when you dig in the dirt, you're probably going to get dirty. Okay, so now you might want to review, because next thing up is I'm going to tell you a story, and I'm going to be leaving out all the signed words. Okay? So review and get ready. Okay, so now I'm going to be telling you this story, but I'm going to be leaving out I'm not going to say the words that I'm going to sign. So follow along, see if you can figure out what the signs are, if you remember them. All right. Once upon a time, Dora woke up and she put on her pretty purple, she ran stairs because her was going to be taking her to the today. She didn't mind going to because in his waiting room he had lots of really funny books that she loved to read. One was about a big, that it was just so funny. And then one was about that loved to and then he had to be given a bath because he was so. And then there was this other one about that wanted to work for Santa Claus and the elves delivering presents at Christmas time. This was an easy visit, and because it was just a checkup, so she didn't mind it at all. When they were finished with the appointment, took his to go get a snack and before he took her to her class. When she was there, and for a long time, When they got home, Mom had ready. It was, and Dora decided it had been a good, and they lived happily ever after. Okay, so how did you do? Okay, so now this time I'm going to say the same story again. Well, basically, going to change it a little bit probably, but you're not going to have the pictures as a clue. So here we go. Once upon a time, Dora woke up and she put on her pretty purple, ran stairs because was going to be taking her to for an appointment. But she didn't mind going because in his office, in the waiting room, he had lots of really good books to read. There was one about a big, that was really funny, and one about that liked to dig in and then he had to have a bath because he was so, and then there was another one about that wanted to work with Santa and the elves delivering presents at Christmas time. Now this was a pretty easy appointment because it was just a checkup. So when was done, took his for a snack before going to her class. Once there, and for a long time, when they got home, Mom had ready. It was, and Dora decided it had been a very good, and they lived happily ever after. Okay, so you've learned lots of words now. We've done 4 letters so far. We've done A, B, C, and D. So keep watching because we're going to do all the letters and you're going to learn lots more words. So be sure you subscribe and give us a big thumbs up. And if you have some words that you want to learn, like toward the end of the alphabet, let us know. All right, maybe you can work them into our story. Okay? So we'll see you next week.
Play, play, play along. Come on and play along. Play, play, play